Hello everyone, my name's Vox, and in this video I'm going to briefly show you how to delete your Windows.OLD folder in Windows 10 if you're unable to do so. I discovered that it's taking up as much as like 10 to 15 gigabytes on my solid state drive, which is very clearly in desperate need of some free space, and my graphics driver is not actually installing due to this problem. But if I try to delete it, if I click it and hit the delete key, tell it yes, it's going to pop up the user access control prompt asking if that's what I want to do. It's going to go through and try to delete it, but it's going to be unsuccessful. It's going to say, oh, you need permission from system. Okay, usually try again does the trick. However, with this folder, it goes back through, tries to do it again, and it's like, wait a minute, I still can't do it. For whatever odd reason. Or it can just stop like this. That happens too, as it freaks out realizing that for whatever reason I don't have the permission to delete a folder that was created for me to actually have control of. So instead, click cancel, go back out to this PC, right click your drive that it's on, go to properties, go to disk cleanup right here. You can see we don't have much free space, so it wants us to go to disk cleanup. It's going to load, figure out what's on the drive and what's okay to delete. That's very important for it to do, as you don't want to delete pretty much anything but this at the moment. This will take a moment, let it do its thing. And then over here you see you have some options. You have downloaded program files and temporary internet files already selected. But that doesn't take up any space at all. Neither do any of these other options. But that's okay, we don't need to rely on that. We're going to click the cleanup system files, and this will pop up the user access control prompt again, which is that black screen you're seeing. Click yes, and then it's going to reload disk cleanup and show you a couple more options, which we're going to take advantage of. Again, this will take quite a few minutes, potentially, depending on your system to load, even running off of an SSD. Take this opportunity to make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that like button as hard as you can, and leave me a comment down below with what other things you'd like to see how to do in Windows 10. Or Windows in general. Most of these don't apply specifically to Windows 10. Alright, up here in our newly refined disk cleanup menu, we're going to have a couple more options. And again, we're looking for the things that take up the most amount of space that we can get rid of. We don't really want to delete device driver packages, but there are none, so that's okay. But previous Windows installations, it takes up more space than I thought. It takes up 20.2 gigabytes. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. I need those 20.2 gigabytes. And then we can scroll down and see there's like recycling bin, temporary files. I'm going to uncheck thumbnails because having a thumbnail cache is actually very important for me. Temporary Windows installation files, want to delete those as well. That's another almost 2 gigabytes. Now for me, that's a total of 21.8 gigabytes being saved by running this process. For you, it may vary. Some people's Windows.OLD folders only take up like 2 gigs. For me, it takes up 20 apparently. We're going to click OK. Are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Yep, I'm absolutely sure. And it's going to start the cleanup process, which can take quite some time, depending on the speed and stuff of your computer. Pops up for me, if you clean up previous Windows installations or temporary installation files, you will no longer be able to restore the machine back to the previous version of Windows. Are you sure you want to do this? AKA, if you took advantage of the free upgrade to Windows 10 from Windows 7 or 8, you won't be able to go back to that without a completely fresh install. I'm already multiple months into my Windows 10 installation. That's not even really possible for me anyway. So absolutely, click yes. And again, I could still go back to Windows 7 or 8 if I did a fresh installation of it, but that would of course remove all my files, but I have no desire to go back yet at this moment anyway. And then this will take some time and it'll just delete a bunch of stuff. This takes a really long time, but this is a full permanent deletion, not a just toss it in the recycling bin deletion. So that's something worth keeping in mind, I suppose. Just be patient. Do not click cancel midway through or you're just kind of screwing yourself over. Just let it sit there and do its thing and just wait for it to either tell you it's done or give you an error. Be patient. And alas, it is done as far as I can tell. Now I don't actually have 20 gigabytes free on my solid state drive. I only have about 12.7 free. So I'm going to run CCleaner real quick here and see if I can clear up some stuff and see if that alleviates it. But that did get rid of, here, I'll go to my C drive. There's no longer that Windows.OLD folder. So that should have alleviated most of the issue. Let me make sure this isn't getting rid of stuff I don't want to. It is not. Go ahead and run it real quick and see how much space we can clear off. Maybe no more. Maybe that's all you get. Because technically some of the Windows.OLD stuff would be files. It could be files that you're already using. I will actually go ahead and click disk check up here and recheck it to see if it has any more Windows installation files or Windows.OLD files in the checklist. But the answer is most likely no. Alright, CCleaner cleared out about 212 gigs, but most of those were not at all going to be on that SSD. So I'll refresh. That got me a single gig free on my solid state drive, but a couple hundred gigs free on my hard drive right there. And if we check under the CCleaner, there's not even a Windows.OLD listing nor a temporary installation listing after checking that, so there's not really more for it to get. So you may not get that full file size back, but you're certainly going to have a better off hard drive than when you started. So now I can update my graphics driver, hopefully. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was helpful for you. Be sure to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. Again, feel free to request some tutorials. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.